Hey Earth Angels, Melanie Beckler here, and in this video I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Lion's Gate energy, and specifically I have three key themes, three key things, perspectives, areas of ascension that this energetic gateway is affecting. So the Lion's Gate is essentially this time period in the month of August where the star Sirius appears on the horizon. It has roots and ties back to ancient Egypt when they had a huge connection to the star Sirius, and Sirius appearing in the sky was seen as a sort of new beginning, an Egyptian New Year, and a marker of an entrance into a new beginning and a new phase of life. And if you're not aware, the star Sirius is the brightest star in the sky. It is so much brighter and bigger than our sun. And so even though it's far away from us, distance-wise, its energy can be immensely felt and experienced, and especially when you tune in on the inner plane, the light of Sirius is so bright. It's often called the spiritual sun, and it is an immense transmitter of divine light codes of awakening, of higher consciousness that ultimately originate from the great central sun and are able to flow in to reach us in the present moment. And so these light codes, these divine light frequencies, these downloads peak during the month of August, and it's called the Lion's Gate because astrologically right now the sun is in the sign of Leo, and so that personal expression energy is strong in creativity, energy, expression, encouraging us each to express more of our innermost spiritual qualities and divine truth. The Lion's Gate is a time when the veil between the physical and spiritual is thin, and so not only is there an immense energy influx that can raise your vibration and significantly assist you in leaping forward and progressing on your path of embodiment, your ascension journey and path, but the guidance from your team of angels and guides, from your loving ancestors, from the ascended masters, can be more easily felt and experienced and received when you tune in on the inner plane that is very much illuminated right now by the light of the inner spiritual sun, the light of Sirius. And so there really are three key areas that I feel are highlighted right now that the energy is supporting. And the first one is that this is an invitation, a door opening into the next level of your divine soul light expression in the physical. There is an opportunity for you to step through the doors of opportunity and let whatever has happened in the past be in the past and step into a new level of embodying your divine soul truth, receiving clear, creative inspiration, intuitive guidance, and divine downloads as to the very next step you can take to progress on your soul mission, your life purpose, your soul purpose for truly being here in the physical. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that that intuitive guidance you're receiving as to your very next steps is going to make perfect sense, because this is very much the beginning right now, especially this year, the beginning of a new longer cycle, a decade of growth and work and journey that is in front of you. And so the new steps, the new beginning, the steps you're taking now, don't worry about if you can't see the entire path or exactly how it's going to pan out. Just have a level of trust that your soul does know the way, that you are divinely guided, and that when you act now in alignment with your inner inspiration and in alignment with love from the present moment, so not worrying about something, some future possibility, and then acting accordingly, that can lead you astray. Or replaying things that happened in the past and feeling down about choices you made in the past and then responding from that can lead you the wrong way. Rather, being fully present in the moment now, clear mind, open heart, empowered willingness, from that place, here and now, when you receive intuitive guidance as to steps you can take to move along your path of radiant joy, to be of service in the world in a way that you love and enjoy, that leads you right into sync with your highest divine timeline, your highest trajectory. This leads you into embodying your highest divine light. Through this, you can trust that following your path of joy and bliss now is leading you in the direction of accomplishing your highest soul mission and purpose in your life. So follow those creative nudges and inspirations, even if you don't see exactly where they may lead. An example of this is I've been inspired and guided and enjoying following my bliss to do a lot more painting recently. And I'm not judging it, thinking, how does this have to do with my soul purpose? I'm just trusting that it's bringing me a great deal of joy. So even if it's only supporting me in maintaining that joy state, I know that that is helping the overarching purpose and mission for me as a divine light being in physical expression in life. So what is that joy and creativity for you? What are you being guided? What steps can you take now? The action steps you take are key for anchoring your higher light and truth into your life. Now, the second thing to be aware of in conjunction with this Lionsgate energy is that to support you in blossoming into more of your higher divine truth, there is deep clearing at the subconscious level and at the emotional level. So what's been pushed into the shadow, what's been buried or suppressed, or what you've been completely unaware of, but that is blocking you or limiting you or sabotaging your soul mission in some way, don't be surprised if that has a light that's shined upon it, if that is brought into the light for you to face and deal with. Emotional clearing around your ancestral lineage, around your thought patterns and beliefs and habits that perhaps you took on from family, from that ancestral line. This is specifically around those things that don't serve you, but that you're doing habitually, unconsciously. That's coming to light now so it can be resolved. Another thing I want to say about this is that there is a tremendous opportunity for activation at the level of your DNA. Really quickly now, the first two layers of your DNA are directly passed on from your ancestors. So what gifts, what soul brilliance is right there and has been passed on through your ancestral lineage. That, however, was not fully acknowledged by your ancestors. And so instead of blossoming into beautiful psychic gifts, healing abilities, artistic expression, divine mission and purpose, it manifests as depression, addiction, disease, imbalance. Those things that were passed on, you now have an opportunity to meet with a higher level of awareness to transform these things into the innate gift that is beneath the imbalance. So addressing the shadow, addressing the imbalance and asking it, what do you have to reveal to me? What are you trying to convey to me? So if you're having rage issues or anger come up, what is that anger attempting to reveal to you? Perhaps it's showing you an area where you've given your power away. This is just a small example, but whatever it is, ask what is the lesson there? And then how can you transform your reaction in order to claim the underlying gift, to compress that egg of challenging energy to realize that at the core is more of your soul brilliance, divine truth, and the blessing that is available to you. So don't judge yourself if you have lower emotion arising or insecurity or other shadow aspects. This is also not to say, don't just say, oh, it's the Lion's Gate, I have a free pass to be moody and out of sorts. Remember that your vibe is well within your means to take control of and claim your power to take charge of your vibrational state by facing lower energy that arises, by not identifying with it, recognizing that it will pass. But when it does, you can claim the gift that came along with it. Every challenge, every struggle has an underlying blessing. Look for that. And as you do, there will be so much in every challenge that is revealed and that is in store. Finally, the third thing about this Lion's Gateway time of spiritual expansion and higher consciousness is that there are immense downloads of divine love, downloads of divine frequency, light codes of awakening, just waiting for you to tune in. Remember that downloads come in many ways. You could receive flashes of guidance and inspiration as you go about following your bliss and creativity. You may have an aha come in when you're hiking out in nature, or when you're first waking up in the morning, or waking up in the middle of the night. It is a good idea to start paying attention to what are your first thoughts when you wake up in the morning, and see if you can't just maintain this state of presence and gratitude when you first wake up. With that, there is an opening in those early waking hours where divine guidance can flow through to reach you. So also in meditation, of course, there is a tremendous opportunity. And just talking about this, I'm feeling the energy lift and pick up. All of our guides and angels who are present here and now saying, yes, there's so much available. Tune in, clear your mind, open your heart, tune into that divine core of light at the center of your being, and let yourself tune into the immense light and frequency that is flooding onto the earth now through the inner plane, rising up from within the earth through the crystalline grid, activating within you more of your divine truth, the highest divine truth of you that's ready to come to the surface of your life. It's time to turn the page on what has been, to let go of things that have run their course, to let go of that part of you that wants to stay small and to step up and into the true divine nature of your brilliance. anchoring your higher soul light and higher divine awareness, claiming your divine inheritance, passed on through your ancestral line, spanning way back, and passed on through your spiritual lineage and ties to the stars and direct ties to the divine that has so much to reveal to you when you take the time and create the space, especially around this Lionsgate energy, to tune in and to allow that brilliance and light and power to emerge from within you. If you would like help tuning in, check out angelactivation.com for my channeled Lionsgate activation series that is so beautiful and so profound. I know you're going to love it, so check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. And more than anything, allow what is attempting to emerge from within you to come to the surface by letting go of all that is blocking, weighing you down, or holding you back. You are so loved and guided and supported, and it's time to let that truth and brilliance of your inner divine light emerge, rise to the surface, blossom in the light of the sun, in the light of the spiritual sun, and to let your inner truth and divine presence brightly shine. So happy Lionsgate. I love, honor, and appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.